I returned at 6:30. When I entered the sitting room, Holmes was already greeting Mr. Henry Baker. "Please have a seat, Mr. Baker, here next to the fire. I know it's very cold outside," he said, showing him the seat and smiling. "Watson, you came right on time," he added, looking at me. I sat down as Holmes brought the hat. "Is this your hat, Mr. Baker?" "Yes, sir, it is." Henry Baker was a tall man. His appearance showed that he was poor but educated. "I have kept your hat and goose for some days, thinking that you would advertise," said Holmes. "To be honest, I don't have enough money for any advertisements, and I thought the thieves must have taken them," said Mr. Baker. "Fine. By the way, we have to eat your goose," said Holmes. "Eat my goose?" cried Mr. Baker in surprise. "Yes, it was getting so ill, so we decided to eat it before it died." "But don't worry, we have got you another one, which is the same way," said Holmes, showing Baker the new goose. "I hope this is fine." "Oh, yes, it is fine," said Mr. Baker. Holmes looked at me. It was very clear that Mr. Henry Baker had no idea about the diamond which was inside the goose. "Can you tell me where you got this goose? It was very good, and I would like to buy another one," said Holmes. "I got it from the Alpha Cafe, near the museum. They took a few pennies from a group of people every week, and at the Christmas we got the geese." Mr. Baker stood up and thanked us. He left, taking the hat and the goose. "Now we are sure that Mr. Baker knows nothing about the blue diamond," said Holmes. "Yes, you are right." "Are you hungry, Watson?" "No," I replied. "Then let's go out together, following the clue we have, and we can have supper instead when we come back." We walked out together. It was a very cold night. After 15 minutes, we reached the Alpha Cafe. Holmes ordered 2 cups of tea, and we sat down. There was only one man working at the cafe. Holmes started talking to him. "I wonder if your drinks are as good as your geese." "My geese?" said the man in surprise. "Yes, Mr. Henry Baker just told me about the goose he bought from you for Christmas." "Ah, but these are not our geese. I bought them from a salesman at Covent Garden. His name is Breckenridge." Holmes thanked the man, and we both went to Covent Garden Market. A big shop had the sign Breckenridge on it. The owner was a huge man with a sharp face. He was closing the shop. "Good evening," said Holmes. The man looked at us without saying anything. "I wonder if you have any geese," said Holmes. "You can come back tomorrow morning and buy all the geese you want, or you can go to the other shop there at the end of the street." "No, I want to buy from you. The owner of the Alpha Cafe recommended your shop," explained Holmes. "Oh, yes, I sold him 24 geese before Christmas. They were all very good fat birds." "Where did you get them from?" asked Holmes. The man got very angry when he heard this question. He started shouting at us. "I'm tired of this question about those birds. Where are the geese? Who did you sell them to? Now, I want to know, what is so special about them? They are just birds like all the other birds I sell. And they are not the only in the world. I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about the other people who have come to ask you about the geese. I just bet £5 with my friend that these geese came from a countryside farm. If you will not tell me, I'll just cancel the bet, said Holmes. You lose, said the shop owner. They are not countryside birds. They were bred in the town. No way, I don't believe that, said Holmes. I know more about birds than anyone around here. I tell you they were raised in the town. Do you want to make a bet with me? Sure I do. £1 from me, said Holmes. The shop owner called a small boy to bring him the shop books. Here, look at the date. December 22nd. 24 geese bought from Mrs. Oxshott. 117 Brixton Road, number 249. Sold to the Alpha Cafe on the same day, said the shop owner. Holmes gave the man £1, pretending to be upset. The man took the pound and laughed. We both headed out of the shop. Now, let's get back to my house and have our dinner. We can go to Mrs. Oxshott tomorrow morning, said Holmes.